Okay, it's 6:10. Let's start the session. Okay, today mainly we are going to discuss about data structures and the types. And this is the session 4, and my name is Manas Rao, and my co-educator is Nikhil Nandam. Okay, let's start with the introduction first. Like, what is data structure? It's the basic element in any programming language. Like, you need to know what is a data structure. Data structure can be defined as the group of data elements which provide an efficient way of storing and organizing data in the computer so that it can be used efficiently. The main important part is it's the efficient way of storing and organizing data in the computer so that it can be used efficiently. Like, some few examples of data structures are arrays, linked list, stack, queue, etc. Now we may get the doubt that why is the need of, or what is the need of data structure. Let's see the importance of data structure first. Data structures are the main part of any computer science algorithms as they enable the programmers to handle the data in an efficient way. It plays a vital role enhancing the performance of a software or a program, as the main function of this software is to store and retrieve the user's data as fast as possible. As I have discussed earlier here, that it's an efficient way of storing and organizing the data in the computer so that it can be used or retrieved efficiently, so that the memory will also be saved and the time complexity of the algorithms also decreases. Let's go upon the next topic, need of data structures. Okay, let's go about few cases. Processor speed. To handle a very large amount of data, high speed processing is required. But as the data is growing by day to the billions of files per entity, processor may fail to deal with that much amount of data. Next case, data search. Consider an inventory size of 106 items in a store. If your application needs to search for a particular item, it needs to traverse 106 items every time, results in slowing down the search process. For this, we can go with an example of your Insta ID or anything. Like in Insta, there will be some millions or billions of users. If the Instagram wants to search your account, if it searched one by one, it takes a lot of time. But you also know that it doesn't take that much time in reality, so that we should also learn that the data structures is also used in those algorithms which are used in Instagram. Multiple requests. If thousands of users are searching the data simultaneously on a web server, then there are the chances that a very large server can be failed during the process. So these are the major drawbacks if we search the data or if we don't organize the data or store them efficiently. In order to solve the above problems, data structures are used. Data is organized to form data structure in such a way that all items are not required to be searched and required data can be searched instantly. It's similar to, like, I can give an example. In our college, if we want to search for a student, at first we'll ask his roll number. If it's 20 series or 90 series, then we can, if he says 90 series, 19 series, we can sort out that he's not first year or second year or fourth year, he's third year. In third year, next we're going to ask his group, like 19 series, CA series, 19011A, so that the data gets smaller and smaller so that you can search efficiently. Next, coming with advantages of data structures. Efficiency. Using appropriate data structures based on the requirements optimizes our code, thus making it efficient. Next, reusability. Reusability. Data structures are reusable. Once we have implemented a particular data structure, we can use it at any other place, and it's a major advantage of the data structure also. Abstraction. Data structure is specified by the ADT, which provides a level of abstraction. The client program uses the data structure through interface only, without getting into the implementation details. Like, I'm assuming that most of you know C language. In C language, we are using arrays, but we don't know the exact code, like what is the code running in behind in the compiler, so that we can get an array in the compiler while compiling or doing a program. And it's an example of abstraction. We don't know the backside code of array, like how it's defined and how is the compiler understanding that it should be an array and how the elements are stored. Now coming, what is ADT? ADT means abstract data type. It is a class, type or class for objects whose behavior is defined by a set of value and a set of operations. The definition of ADT only mentions that what operations are to be performed, but now how these operations will also be implemented. It does not specify how data will be organized in memory and what algorithms will be used for implementing the operations. Like we have discussed just now, it's in for arrays. We don't know how the array is organized in the memory. The process of providing only the essentials and hiding the details is known as abstraction. Now let's get on with Python collections. Collections in Python are basically container data types, namely lists, sets, tuples, dictionaries. They have different characteristics based on the declaration and the usage. There are basically 5 types of collection types in Python programming language. Sorry, it's a mistake here. It should be 5. String. Like string is a collection of characters. List is a collection which is ordered and changeable, allows duplicate members. Tuple is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable, allows duplicate members. The major difference between the list and tuple is list is mutable, tuple is unmutable. That is, list is changeable, tuple is unchangeable. Set is a collection which is unordered and unchangeable and unindexed and no duplicate members. Next coming dictionary. Dictionary is a collection which is ordered and changeable but no duplicate members. Okay, let's start with strings first. Data structures, collections in Python. Let's go with string at first. String. What is a string? A string is a sequence of characters. It can be declared in Python by using quotes, single quotes or triple quotes. I have discussed about the strings in session 2 also. Just I am giving a glance or small recap. Like a string is a sequence of characters, and a string can be in Python can be declared using double quotes or single quotes or triple quotes also. And the note, we need to, it's the most important thing, strings are immutable, that is they cannot be changed. Let's go with the representation of strings. String equals to Python, and now we're going to print the string. We can see that we have declared here in single quotes Python. It represents a string. Now let's run this code. We can see that the Python is printed. Next we're gonna take another code and a string 2, which means Python is simply superb. This one we have written under double quotes. Now let's print this string. The output is Python is simply superb and it's a string. Next let's go with triple quotes. String 3 is, this is a very long string that spans multiple lines and is represented using triple quotes. Let's print string 3. We got the output. This is a very long string that spans multiple lines and is represented using triple quotes. We have just seen here that the string is represented by 3 types. One is single quotes, here double quotes and triple quotes. Next let's go with string indexing. Indexing, as we have seen earlier, string is a sequence of characters. We can access a string that is all characters together, but is it possible to access individual characters of a string? Like if you want to access, let's take a string of my name Manas, can I access only M in Manas? Yes, we can access individual characters of a string using a concept called indexing. In Python, individual characters of a string can be accessed by using the method of indexing. Indexing is based on the concept of assigning positional numbers called index to each other character in the string. The first character in the string has index of 0, the second has index of 1 and so on. Beware, the index value starts with 0. Let's take an example of JNTUHCEH, and this is most widely used in next coming programs. J means it's a starting character. We have represented by 0. N means 1. For T, 2. U, 3. H, 4. Next 5. C, 6. E7, H8. In Python, negative indexing is also possible for the string, and the negative indexing starts from -1 and from the rightmost corner. Like H gets -1, E gets -2, C gets -3, and so on, and J gets -9. The syntax for indexing is as follows: string variable index. Let's see in the action. Let's run few codes like that so that we'll get an familiarity with this one. Like JNTU equals to JNTUHCEH. Like JNTU is a string which is containing JNTUHCEH. Let's print JNTU first. We can see the output is JNTUHCEH. Now let's access the zeroth element, the character which is having index 0. As we have seen here, the character which is having index 0 is J. So if we print J with index 0, we're going to get the output JNTU with index 0, we're going to get the output J. Now JNTU with index 1, we can see here that 1 is represented for N. So the output is going to be N here, and the output is N. Next we're going to print the index JNTU at index 2. The index 2 is represented to letter T. So the output is going to be T. In Python, we can also have negative values of index. As discussed earlier, the last character in the string has a negative index of -1, the preceding has -2, and so on. Beware, the last character has an negative index of -1. Like here we're going to see three codes examples: JNTU with index of -1, JNTU with the index of -2, JNTU with the index of -3. Let's go into the diagram for the better understanding. -1 represents H, -2 represents E, -3 represents C. So let's go on. Means the first value output, the output for the first code is H, and for the second code is E, and for the third code is C. Now let's run these codes. And indexing is the most important thing in strings, as you're gonna use them in slicing also. So better listen carefully. The output is H, and this is gonna be E, and this is gonna be C. Important: while accessing a string using an index that is out of range, an index error will be raised. Okay, like let's get into the situation. The maximum index is 8, and the minimum index is -9. If you want to like access 13th character present in the index of 13, but as the maximum index is 9 only, we'll get an index error. Let's run this. Yeah, we can look here that we got an index error. Now if you want to access -14, an index of -14, let's run this also. We're gonna get another index error. Okay, now let's go with slicing. We have used indexing to access a single character from a string. To access a range of collections in the string, the method of slicing is used. Like from JNTUHCEH, if you want to access only one character, we're gonna use the indexing concept. But if you want to access JNTUH, like it's a sequence of characters or a range of characters from a string, now we're gonna use the concept of slicing. The syntax is as follows: string variable, string start index, stop index, and step size. Note, the character at the index equals to stop index will not be included, and it's the most important thing, and you're gonna remember this one. Like index, start index, it means it consists the range, like starting range. And stop index means represents if you want to access till 11, if you want to print till 11th index, we're gonna keep the stop index as 11 plus 1, means 12. It is mentioned here that stop index will not be included. The character at the index equals to stop index will not be included. And the step size may be 1, 2, or anything depending upon our need. This is similar to range functions behavior. Okay, at first let's print JNTU, string JNTU. As string JNTU contains JNTUHCEH, next let's go with Slicing characters from 2 to 5 in the string JNTUHCEH. Okay, let's run this code. We're gonna TUH, like J means 0, N means 1, T means 2, so it's gonna start with 2, means J is T has an index of 2, U has an index of 3, H has an index of 4, so it will be printed till n minus 1 index only. So 5 minus 1 means it's gonna print only TUH, so the output is also TUH. Slicing the characters from 7 to 13 in JNTUHCH. Let's start this. 7 to 13, like 13 it doesn't contain 13, but we are having 7, so as the string is from 0 to 9, so it gonna read like 7 to 9, means 7th and 8th element, like E and H, like the last two gonna be printed. If start index is not specified, it will implicitly taken as 0, means the default value of start index is 0. Here we can see that we didn't specify the start index, but we have given a stop index. Stop index means 6. It's gonna print till 6 minus 1, that is 5th index, means JNTUH. If stop index is not specified, it will extract all characters up to the end of the string, including the last character. Like if you didn't mention any stop index, then it's gonna extract the last character, means including the last character. Like let's run the code here. E and H in JNTUHCEH, from 7th, if till last character, means this from 7th and 8th, we're gonna get E and H as the output. We can also use the both at the same time to extract the string in its entirety, means we didn't mention the start index and we didn't mention the stop index. So the default values is from 0 until, and the stop index default one is till the end of the string. So full JNTUHCH is gonna print. Yeah, the output is JNTUHCH. We can also use step size to extract characters from a string that are at a certain distance apart. The default value of step size is 1. As you have observed, we didn't give any step size here in the above cases. So the default value is taken. The default value is 1. Like let's go with a case here. JNTU from starting 2 to 10 and the step size is 1. Now let's run here. The output is TUHCH. Okay, let's not give the step size here. Let's remove the step size. And again, let's run the code again. Still you got TUHCH. It means that the default step size is 1. If you mention it all, if you don't mention, nothing changes. Okay, the below example extracts the character with indices 2, 4, 6, 8. Means the step value is 2. Character at index 10 will not be extracted, okay, as we have discussed earlier only. And the output is THCH, like 2, 4, 6, 8 index, the characters which are present at those index. The below example extracts the characters with indices 1, 4, 7. We can observe that the step value is 3 and starting from 1. So it's going to be 1, 4 and 7. So the characters which are present at the indices 1, 4, 7 in JNTUHCH are going to be extracted in this code. And H and E. We can also exclude start index and stop index to leave the values to their default values. As we know, start default value is here 0, and for start index, for stop index till end of the string. And we have given step index of 3. So 0, 3, 6 is going to be extracted. The output is JUC. Next, coming with reversing a string. We can actually reverse a string using the concept of slicing. Simply leave the start index and stop index to the default values and use a step size of -1. Yeah, if you want to print JNTUH, okay, let me go here. Okay, first let me run this and I will show you with an example. First I am printing JNTUHCH. Next I am going to take JNTU as the default values is 0 and till end of the string. Now I'm going to keep -1 like step index. So I'm gonna print this one. Reverse of JNTUHCEH is HEC HUT. If you go to this diagram, I will explain you clearly. Okay, so it's gonna start from here as we kept a step index of -1 and it's starting with 0. 0 minus 1 means -1 means it's gonna print H. Now -1 like the step index is -1, it's gonna print E. So like again -1 means -3, it's gonna print C. So on, it's gonna print in reverse manner. Okay. Now let's go with immutability. As we have discussed previously, the strings are immutable. They can't be changed. What happens if we try to change? Let's see. Okay, now if we want to change the character which is present at the 6th index with a star in JNTUHCEH, let's start that. Let's run this code. See, we have got a type error. It means that the string is immutable. We can't change a string. Oops, a type error is raised. Lesson to be learned. Strings are immutable. We cannot change the contents, that is characters of a string that is already defined. Okay, but if we want to change something in a string, like if you want to add anything in between a string, then there are few methods which I'm gonna discuss in coming after some time. Manipulating a string using indexing and slicing, and this is the method. Just now we have seen that a string is immutable. Then how are we thinking of modifying it? Changing the entire string? Like, okay, we can assign an entirely new string to this same string variable, like Python. It represents a string Python. It's compiled. Now we're gonna run that and the output is Python. Now if we want to make that replace with Java, simply we're gonna keep it as equals to Java, and Python takes the string Java. If we run this, the output is Java. It means the Python contains now Java, not Python. Means we can change an entirely new string can be attached to the same variable. Like at first the Python variable consists Python string. Next, as we assign Java string to the Python variable, now Python variable contains Java. So the output is Java. Now, changing a single character or a substring. We don't actually modify the actual string. Rather, create a copy of it corresponding changes and reassign it to our original string variable. Let's see an example. Okay, let's go with, suppose we want to represent, okay, sorry, this one I forgot to type that one. Okay, in JNTUHCEH with a star. Okay, at first extract JNTUH. Next we're gonna add star, and again we're gonna extract CEH and add it to the end of string build by steps 1 and 2. Basically we're gonna use concatenation here. Okay, I will explain you how. At first JNTU equals to JNTU till 5. We're gonna go till index 5. We're gonna extract JNTUH. Next we're gonna add a star. Next we're gonna extract CH, and now we're gonna concatenate these all things, like we're gonna add this. So the output will be JNTUH star CH. Let's run this. Here plus is used to concatenate the two strings, and we can see the output is JNTUH star CH. The same principle can be applied to substrings as well. Like here we have changed a single character, but now here we want to change a few substrings. Like Python __ easy, Java is hard. Now Python is equals to, like till 7th, we're going to extract from Python till 7th index. Again we're going to extract from Java like 5th to 6th index, 7th index, that is 5th to 6th. Again we're going to extract Python from string Python the characters which are present from 10th index to the end of the string. And now let's run this one. The output is Python is easy. It means that instead of __ we have kept is, like is inserted at this region. So the output is Python is easy. Now, escape sequencing. while printing strings with single or double quotes in it causes syntax error because string contains single and double quotes and hence cannot be printed with the use of either of these. Okay, let's print this one. Like already it's a string, as string means it represents by a single quote, but here I want I in a single quote. Okay, but here it's already a single quotes are present like to represent the string, but I want I also to be in single quote in the string. So if I'll keep it like this and if I'll run the code, we're going to get a syntax error. So escape sequencing is used here. Like I am human, like we're going to insert an backslash here and we're going to run the code again. So we got I am human, right? Like we got an. Next I am gonna explain, like show you few escape sequence characters. Like slash new line means backslash and a new line ignored, and this represents backslash. This represents first single quote which we have used here. Like we got a single quote for I using this one, backslash and single quote. And these are few escape sequence characters. Like backslash double quote means double quote, backslash a means ASCII bell, backslash b means ASCII backspace, backslash f means ASCII form feed, backslash n means ASCII line feed, backslash r means ASCII carriage return, and so on. Let's go with string operations. And string operations means concatenation. Joining of two or more strings into a single one is called concatenation. We have seen that in represent, like already we have used concatenation without knowing about it clearly. Like in here we have used it like changing a single character or a substring. Like we have used already concatenation here in this code without knowing about it exactly. Now let's discuss about concatenation in more detailed manner. Concatenation means joining of two or more strings into a single one is called concatenation. The plus operator does this in Python. Simply writing two string literals together also concatenates them. Okay, like college equals to JNTUHCH. This is one string, like this variable contains JNTUH string, and this is a string JNTUH. And name variable, it contains another string called ch. Like this is one string JNTUH, this is another string ch. Now I want to make that my name is like my college name is JNTUHCH. So I'm going to use concatenation here, like college plus name. It means string JNTUH plus string ch. It means concatenation is going to happen here. And now let me run this code. The output is JNTUHCH. Now, okay, let's take three more strings: Guido, Van, Ross. The creator of Python, as we all know in the introductory session, Nikhil have explained you that the creator of Python is Guido van Rossum. And I'm gonna use concatenation here, like Guido plus a space plus Van plus a space plus Rossum. It means this space is also considered as a string and this is a string. So a total 1 2 3 4 5, a concatenation of 5 strings is going to happen here. And let's look at the output, and the output is Guido space Van space Rossum. Now let's go with repetition. The star operator can be used to repeat the string for a given number of times, like hello equals to hello world. Like if you want to print hello world once, you can make it as print hello world. If you want to print for 5 also, you can make print hello world for 5 times. Like you can type those. But if you want to print hello world for 1000 times, you can't justly type print hello world, print hello world, print hello world for 1000 times. So we're gonna use this star operator for repetition's sake. Okay, and let's go with hello. Hello means the variable, it contains the string hello world. Now I want to print hello world 5 times. I'm gonna print hello in star, it means into 5. Means the string hello world is gonna print 5 times. Let's run for the output. Like we can see here, hello world once, hello world twice, hello world thrice, hello world 4 times, hello world 5 times. Like 5 times hello world is printed. Now let's go with few built-in string methods. Python has a lot of built-in methods associated with strings. A few of them are capitalize, count, ends with, index, is lower, is upper, lower, split, swap case, upper, etc. Okay, let's go with capitalize first. Capitalize means it converts the first character to a capital letter. Okay, let's take this string first character. Now I'm gonna capitalize this string. You can see here, as the first character is F here, it's converted into a capital letter. So we use capitalize method to convert the first character to a capital letter. Next, let's go with count. Count method returns occurrences of substring in string. Like count string in a string. Now string in a string means it's a string, and we're gonna count the number of occurrences of I in this string. Okay, let me run this. The output is 3. Okay, let's check how many i's are present here. 1, 2 and 3. And it's a correct answer, and the number of occurrences of I in the given string is 3. Now let's count how many times this substring string is present in this whole string. The answer is 2. It means the substring string is present twice in the string in a string. Let's go with ends with method. Ends with method returns true if string ends with a specified suffix, false otherwise. Like ends with equals to some suffix. Let's take a string suffix, and we're gonna make ends with dot ends with fix. It means we're gonna check whether the suffix ends with fix. And let's run this. It's true, as suffix ends with fix, like this fix, fix. Now let's check, does suffix ends with matchfix? Does it? No. Matchfix is not the suffix of suffix. Okay, let me run. The output is false. Next, let's go with index method. Index method returns the index of substring. Let's discuss that in detail. Like, let's take a string substring. Now we're gonna find the index of s. Okay, let's run the code. The output, it returns the index of substring. The return index is 0, but you may notice that the s is present twice. Like s is present at index 0 and index 3, but it's gonna return the index of its first occurrence only. Okay, now let's gonna find the string str in this substring, like index. Str means str starts with this is a substring. It's gonna return this in this substring, where this substring, the index of this substring starting in the given string, it's gonna return that one. Like in substring, str starts with from index 3. Like s is 0, u is 1, b is 2, s is 3. Means str starts from index 3. So the output is 3. Next we're gonna go with is lower method. Is lower method checks if all alphabets in a string are lowercase. It basically, this method is used to check whether all the alphabets in a string are in lowercase or in uppercase. Is lower. Let's take a string, all lowercase alphabets. As we have observed, like all the alphabets in this string are in lowercase. So the output is going to be true. The output is true. Is upper. Is upper method. Is upper method checks if all alphabets in a string are uppercase. Yeah, all uppercase alphabets. We can see here that all the alphabets in this string are uppercase elements only. So the output is gonna be true. Yeah, it's true. Just all of you go, after I share the material, please go with the syntax, and you also try to do small codes or programs. Next, lower method. Lower method returns lowercase string. Like is upper, all uppercase alphabets. we can see here that all the alphabets are in uppercase only. Now if you want that into be a lowercase string, we're gonna use lower method. Let's run this. We can see here that all the alphabets are converted into lowercase. Next, let's go with split method. Split method splits string from left based on the character or string specified. Default value is white space. Returns a list of strings. Like string is string. As the default value is white space, it's gonna split into 3 strings. That is string is one string, is another string, and string another string, like 3 strings. We can see here it's splitted into 3 strings, that is string 1, is another string, this string is another third string. Now split is, like I have used it as a separator in split as is string, so I'm gonna get, if we're gonna make it as separator, string is present to its left and the another string is present to its right, so the output is gonna be string string. The output is string string. Next, let's go with swap case. Swap case means swap uppercase characters to a lowercase or lowercase alphabets to an uppercase. Basically, we use this swap case methods to, like if you take a string and it may contains a combination of uppercase and lowercase letters. If we want to like make them vice versa, like upper to lower and lower to upper, then we're gonna use swap case. Like let's see that. Swap case string, here we can see that S is uppercase, W is lowercase, and so on. And if we're going to use swap case method here, what's going to be the output? The S is going to be in a lowercase, W going to be in an uppercase, A in lowercase, and so on. Let's run this. As expected, S is in lowercase, W is in uppercase, small a is in lowercase, capital P is in uppercase, and so on. Like the cases are reversed. Now upper method. Upper method returns the uppercase string, like we have seen the lower method. Now let's go with upper method. Let's run this one. Like here, as one minute, just I'm going to show you. Here, like is upper dot lower. Here all the uppercase alphabets, means the string all uppercase alphabets contains the alphabets which are in lowercase. Now if I want to convert them into uppercase, now I'm going to use upper method. So is lower dot upper, all lowercase alphabets. Sorry, not this one, this above one. Where's is lower? Yeah, here this one, all lowercase alphabets, as it's in lowercase. Now I'm gonna convert them into uppercase using the upper method. Next, let's go with list. List is another collection. Lists are used to store multiple items in a single variable. List items are ordered, changeable, and allow duplicate values. Next, list items are indexed. The first item has index 0, the second item has index 1, and so on. Like third item has index 2, and so on. A list can have any number of items as they may be of different types, like integer, float, string, etc. And now let's go with ordering in lists. When we say the lists are ordered, it means that list items have a defined order and that order will not change. If you add new elements to a list, the new items will be placed at the end of the list. We need to note down this point that lists are ordered. Next, mutability. The list is changeable, meaning that we can change, add, and remove items in a list after it has been created. Like we can change the items in a list, means it's mutable. Duplicates is also allowed in a list. Now creating a list, we'll create a list using the square brackets or using the list function or list method. Okay, let's create a list using the square brackets first. Like at first I have created an empty list, and let me run this one. Yeah, we can see the output is an empty list. Now I'm gonna create an empty list using the list method. The output is empty list. Now I'm gonna create a list containing elements 1 2 3 4 5 using the square brackets only. we can see the output is a list containing 1 2 3 4 5. Next I'm going to create a list containing 1 2 3 4 5 using list method, and here also the output is the list 1 2 3 4 5. We need to note the point that lists are always represented in square brackets. A list can have items of different data types, like one item can be an integer, another can be a float, another can be in some string, another can be something or anything. Like it doesn't confine it, like all, like if you go with arrays or anything, like if you define an array of integer, then all the elements in the array should be of int type only, but in list it can be of any type. Okay, let me run this one. The output is also a list containing 1 hello 3.141, it's an integer, hello it's a string, 3.14 it's a float. A list can also have another list as its element. This is called as nested list. It means that inside a list we are gonna keep another list, like 1 comma 2 items, and another third item is a list containing 3 4 5. Fourth item is a list containing strings hello and world. And let me run this list 4. The output is a list containing items 1 comma 2 and a list 3 comma 4 comma 5 and a list hello world containing strings hello comma world. Next, access list elements. We can access elements of a list using the index operator. In Python, indices start at 0, like list 1. List 1 means it's already defined above. It's list 1 is here. It is containing the items 1 2 3 4 5. Basically I have represented that in comments also. Right, it's containing 1 2 3 4 5. The index, the item associated with index 0 is 1, so the output is going to be 1. And for the item which is associated with index 4 is 0 1 2 3 4 5, and the output is going to be a 5. Yeah, negative indices follow the same principle as in negative string indexing. As we have already learned in string, the negative indexing means it start from rightmost corner, that is -1. Next hello is -2, 1 is -1. -1 represents 3.14, so the output is going to be 3.14. Accessing nested lists, we use index operator as many times as the element to be accessed in levels deep. Like in list 4 at index 3, like 0 1 2 3 3, third item is hello world. Now let me run this. The output is hello world. Now if I want to access more deeper, like in this, let's have keep then I will give 2 indices, like 3 represent the index in this list 4, means 1 0 1 2 3. Now I came to the list hello world. Now next coming with index 1. In hello world, the index 1 means 0 1 means world, so the output is gonna be only world. Let me run this code. The output is world. Now let's go with list slicing. The principle of list slicing is exactly same as that of string slicing. As we have discussed string slicing in detail, it's similar to string size slicing only. List slicing is also like, let's take a list 1 containing the items 1 2 3 4 5, like start index is 1 and end index is 3. I have run this. The output is 2 and 3. As we all know, the third index 1 value will not be readed, so only first index and second index values are displayed, and those values are 0 1 and 2. First and second indices represents 2 comma 3 items, so the output is 2 comma 3. Now if I don't specify the starting index, it's defaultly it is taken as 0, so we're gonna get the output as 1 2 3 4, means 0 1 2 3 till third index. We're gonna get the output. Until third index the items are 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, so the output is 1 2 3 4. And if we don't mention the stop index, it's gonna print till the last of the string list, sorry. So in the list 3 I didn't mention the stop index, so we're gonna print till the end of the list, that is hello 3.14. The output is hello 3.14. If it don't give anything, it's gonna take the default values, that is 0 until end of the list. So whole list is gonna print, and here we can observe that the whole list is printed. We can combine indexing and slicing in case of nested list as follows. Okay, at first let's take a list 4. It contains 1 2, another list 3 4 5, another list hello world. Now we're gonna take another list 4, and it's containing an index of 2, means 0 1 and 2, means it represents list 3 4 5. And in 3 4 5 we're gonna make slicing, means starting with 0, default index is 0 till 1 in middle. So the output is gonna be 3 and 4. Yeah, the output is 3 comma 4. Changes items in a list. Lists are mutable. We can use the assignment operator to change an item or range of items. As they are mutable, we'll simply use an assignment operator to change one item or a range of items in a list. Like let's take a list odd, like it contains 2 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8, and if I want to represent the change the first item, the first item has the index 0, so odd 0 means we're gonna change swap 2 with 1, so output is gonna be a list containing 1468. Now change second to fourth items, like in this we're gonna change from second to fourth items, like so, and we're gonna replace them with 3 5 7. So the output is gonna be 2, and as these are changed with these, so the output is gonna be 2 3 5 7. Sorry, 1 3 5 7, as this 2 is changed with 1 here. Okay, now let's go with adding elements to a list. 1 minute. Let's go with append method first. We can add one item to a list using the append method. Okay, let's take a list odd containing 1 3 5 7 as items, and I'm gonna append 9 to the list, and I'm gonna print that one. So it's gonna become, it means simply adding 9 to this list. The output is 1 3 5 7 9. It means that 9 is appended to the string here at the end, and 9 is appended to the list at the end. Again I'm gonna append 11 to this list, so 11 is gonna get appended at the end. See, the output is 1 3 5 7 9 11. If we add a list of items using append, the entire list will be appended as an element in the list rather than individual elements being added. Like let's take an odd, let's take a list odd. It contains 1 3 5 7 9 11, and we're gonna append the list 13 15 17. Now let's run this one. We have seen that we have appended a list here. If we append a list, not as a single item, it doesn't get appended. The whole list is gonna get appended here. We can see here that 1 3 5 7 9 11 and whole list 13 15 17 is appended here. Notice that it creates a nested list rather than individual elements. We have seen here that a nested list is created rather than individual elements. Simply if we add a single item, it's gonna get appended. If we add a list, then a nested list is gonna get created. Extend method. We can add several items at a time using the extend method. This is called concatenation. Like let's take an events list containing 2 4 6 8 as items, and we're going to add 10 12 14 16 using the extend method. If we extend, we're going to get 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 16. It overcomes the drawback of append, like that here the nested list is not created. Now let's go with plus operator. The plus operator that has same functionality as extend method with respect to list. Its functionality is similar to the extend method, the plus operator. Now let me add nums. Let's take a list nums, and the list contains the like an addition of odd and even list. It simply means extend, like we're gonna use extends method, like odd extends evens. So the number it's gonna be a numbers from all combining all events, odds and events, that is 1 3 5 7 9 11 13 15 17 2 4 6 8 10 8 10 12 14 16, like these odds and events are gonna be added here. Next, star operator. The star operator repeats a list for a given number of times. It's similar to the string. Like in string, if you use star, the string is gonna be repeated those many times, like those much as we mentioned. Similar in list also, if you use star, the list is repeated as many times as required. Okay, now I want to repeat the list for 3 times. Now you have used star into 3 and the list is repeated thrice. We have seen here it's repeated thrice. Next, let's go with insert method. Insert method. We can insert one item at a desired location by using the method insert. Syntax of insert method: list variables, insert, index or value. Means we should specify the index where it should be inserted and the value what should be inserted in the list. Let's take the list nums like containing 1 2 6 7 as the items, and I want to insert at this second index. What is the value of the element to be inserted is 3. So the second index is 0 1 and 2 6. Here I am going to insert 3. The value is 3. So the output is going to be 1 2 3 6 7. Means here 6, we're going to 3 is inserted here and we're going to get 6 comma 7. Now let's go with delete list elements. We can delete list elements using the delete statement. We can delete one or more items from a list using del keyword. Like let's take a list nums, delete a single element, del nums 3 means the item which is present at the index 3 in the list num is going to be deleted. Like let me run this 1 2 3 6 7. The item which is present at third index is 0 1 2 3 6 and here 6 is going to be deleted and we got the output as 1 2 3 7. Deleting multiple elements using slicing. So we're going to use slicing. So here delete nums. Slicing means till the we have given the stop index as 2 and the start index is default one is 0. So 0 and 1 elements are going to be deleted. So 0 and 1, the elements which are present at 0 and 1 index are 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 are going to be deleted and we're going to get the output as 3 comma 7. The output is 3 comma 7. Delete the list entirely. We can delete the list entirely by making it as del nums. Nums means list. Here we get the output as an empty. Wait. Yeah, it's not defined it seems. Okay, let me we're gonna get an empty list. We look after it after some time. Now let's go with remove method. We use the remove method to remove a specified item from the list. Like let's take a list equals to 1 hello world. Okay, I'll go with an it's better. Like it's some error. Wait, I will look after some time, but we're going to get an empty list. Now let's go with remove method. We use the remove method to remove a specified item from the list. Let's go with list equals to, like this list contains the elements 1 which is an integer and a string hello and a string world and a float 3.14 and a boolean true. Now let me print this list. The list is 1 hello world 3.14 true, and if I want to remove hello string, just I'm gonna use remove method like list dot remove hello I world 3.14 true. Next list dot remove 3.14 means I'm gonna remove 3.14 from this list. So the output is gonna be 1 world true. Now if I'm gonna remove 1, the output is world and true. And now let's go with pop method. We use the pop method to remove the elements at the specified index. Like we use the pop method to remove the item at a specified index, like nums equals to 154, 355, 2443 for 2546. Now if we want to remove the item which is present at the index 2, that is 355, we're going to use pop method, and the output is going to be 154, 2443 for 2546. 355 is removed. If index is not provided, the last element is removed and returned. Like if I didn't provide any index, so the last element is removed and it's written. Like from nums, if I'm gonna make a use pop method, and I won't mention any index here wantedly. So let me check what it is returned. We can see that 42,546 is popped and returned. Yeah, as this is the last element, it's popped and it's returned. Next, let's go with clear method. We can use the clear method to empty the entire list. Like I have emptied the whole nums using this clear method. This doesn't delete the list like del keyword, but only empties the list. It means that it contains an empty list. The list is not deleted, but the elements which are present in the list are removed, so that we will get an empty list. Like here, here del nums means whole the full list is deleted. It means we don't get any empty list. The list is deleted here, so we don't have any list with nums, so we got a name error. Like these are few built-in list methods, that is append, extend, insert, remove, pop, clear, index, count, sort, reverse, copy. Like I have explained few of them. Now I'm gonna explain still clearly like which was missed. Now let me go with count method. Count method returns the count of number of items passed as an argument. Like list equal, let's take a list containing 1 2 3 1 2 5 7 1 3 4. Now I want to know the count, how many times 1 is present. Like 1 is present 1 2 3 thrice, so list dot count, we got the output as 3. Now if you want see how many times 2 is present in the list, how many 2's are present, 2 2's are present, so the output is 2. Now let's go with sort method. Sorts the items in a list in ascending order. A new sorted list will not be returned. Instead, the list itself will be sorted in place. It means that the the items present in the list are sorted, and we don't get a new sorted list. Like it doesn't return any list, but the list itself changes into a sorted one. It doesn't return any sorted one here. The list itself changes into a sorted one. I'm gonna run this. We can see that 1 5 8 2 7 9 10 3 4. These are not in any order, ascending or descending order. Now they are sorted in an ascending order, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. We can use the reverse equals true keyword argument to sort the elements in descending order. Like we're gonna use this keyword if we want to sort the elements in descending order. We can see that if we use reverse equals to true, the items in the list are sorted in descending order. Let's go with reverse method. Reverse the order of elements in the list. Reverse method is used to reverse the items present in the list, like list dot reverse. Like this is the previous one, 10 9 8 7 5 4 3 2 1, and if we reverse descending order, we're gonna get ascending order. So the ascending order is 1 2 3 4 5 7 8 9 10. Now let's go with list comprehension. List comprehension is an elegant and concise way to create a new list from an existing list in Python. A list comprehension consists of an element expression followed by first statement inside square brackets. Like let's take square x star like double star 2 for x in range 10. Now if I print squares, the output is 0 1 4 9 16 25 36 49 64 81. The above code is equivalent to, let me take squares as an empty list. For x in range of 10, squares dot append x square, means we're gonna get 0. It represents from till range of 10, it's the square, means x square. So the x square, the list contains the squares of items till the range of 10, means the square of 0, square of 1, square of 2, and so on. We can simply compare these two codes. A list comprehension can optimally contain more for or if statements, and optimal if statements can filter out items from the new list. Like it can contain if statements also to filter out the items. Like x for x in range 20, if x percentile 2 not equals to 0, means not an even number, means till range of 20 we're going to print not an even, means odd numbers. The output is odd numbers till range of 20. Now if we want even, we're going to keep x in range of 20, means all x, means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 0 including 0, and we're going to keep an if statement or if condition. If the condition is x percentile 2 equals to 0, means the output is, means the number should be an even numbers in the range of 0 to 20. So the output is even numbers from 0 to 20 list. Similarly this one also, means the from in the range of 0 to 10 the square should be less than 50, and those elements are 0 1 4 9 16 25 36 49. Now 1 minute. Let's go with membership test. We can use in and not in operators to know if a specified element is present in a list or not. Like we can use in or not in operators to know that, let's take a list APPLE in Apple. We want to know that if A is present in the list. So we're gonna keep in operator, it's true. Is B present? False. No, as Apple doesn't contains B. And is G present? No, as Apple doesn't contain G. Not in, sorry, it means not in, as G is not in, means G is not in Apple, means G character the alphabet G is not present in Apple. It's true, as G is not present in Apple, so we're going to get the output as true. Next, let's go with tuples. A tuple in Python is similar to a list. The difference between the two is that we cannot change the elements of a tuple once it is assigned, whereas we can change the elements of a list. The means everything is same, but the only difference is in lists are mutable and tuples are immutable. Means list can be, the elements in the list can be changed, but the elements in tuples cannot be changed. Ordering, we can say that tuples are ordered. It means that items have a defined order and the order will not change. Immutability, the tuple is unchangeable, meaning that we cannot change, add or remove items in a tuple after it has created. As discussed earlier, tuple is immutable, like we can't change any items in a tuple. Duplicates are permitted in tuples. And creating a tuple, we can create a tuple using the tuple method. I have created a tuple using the tuple method here, and the output is empty tuple, and the output is a tuple containing 1 2 3. We can also use parentheses and and the elements are separated by comma for creating a tuple. For creating list we use square brackets, and for tuples we're going to use parentheses. Now just have kept an empty parenthesis and it's going to be an empty tuple. Yeah, and now I'm going to create a tuple 4 containing elements 4 comma 5 comma 6, and as they should be separated by commas, I have kept commas also, and it means that this tuples contains elements 4 comma 5 comma 6. The tuple is 4 5 6, and let me print this one. We can see that we didn't keep any bracket here for tuple, as we need to create a tuple in brackets, but still also we'll get a tuple, but it's not a recommended one. A tuple can have items of different data types. Similar to list, a tuple can have items of different data types, like it can contain integer, a string, or float, or boolean, or anything. Let's take a tuple 6 containing integer, string, float, and a boolean. Yeah, it's acceptable, so the output is this one. It represents the same tuple. A tuple can have another tuple as its element, similar to list. As list can have nested lists, tuple can also have a nested tuple. Like let's take a tuple 7 consisting of elements 1 comma 2 and a tuple 3 4 5 and a tuple containing strings hello and world, and this is a possible case. So we got an output as tuple containing the elements 1 2 and a tuple 3 4 5 and a tuple hello containing strings hello and world. If we want to create a tuple with just one element, we need to add a comma by after specifying the element. And as an example is shown below, like a equals to 10. The type of a is, it's an integer. But if we add a comma, rolling comma after or tailing comma after the element, it becomes a tuple. Like when see, it's a tuple. This 10, this a is a tuple. Now to access tuple elements, tuple or tuple, like it depends upon your pronunciation. I am used to tuple and few will say tuple. Can access tuple elements. This same concept of indexing and slicing from lists are applicable to tuples as well. Tuple 1 equals to 1 2 3 4 5 and I am gonna access the element which is present at index 0, that is 1. The output is 1, and I want to access the element which is presented at -1 and the answer is 5. As it's similar to list, negative indexing is also possible for the tuple, and everything is same in tuple, but just the tuples are immutable, but the lists are mutable. And here I'm gonna take index 3. Index 3 means 0 1 2 3. Index 3 represents the tuple hello world, so the output is going to be a tuple hello world. Now I'm gonna go into depth. Like index 3 means it contains a tuple, and in the tuple index 1, in the tuple hello world which has index 1, this is 0, this is 1, so the world has index 1, so the output is gonna be world. And next let's go with tuple slicing. Tuple 7, like 1 2 3 4 5 hello world. Like we're gonna extract the elements from 1 to 3, index 1 to 3, so the elements are 2 and the tuple 3 4 5 and the tuple hello world. It's similar to lists only. 2 3 4 5, sorry 3, third one will not be included, similar to list till index 2 only, like 3 minus 1 till 2. Here also 3 minus 1 till 2, but starting element is 0. Default one will be taken as 0, similar to list, so the output is going to be 1 2 and the tuple 3 4 5. And here the default is till end of the string, end of the tuple. So starting with index to 0 1 2, the output is going to be a tuple 3 4 5 and the tuple hello world. And now let's go with changing a tuple. As discussed, tuples are immutable. Trying to change values in a tuple raises type error. Okay, let's check that out. We want to change here, but we got a type error. Now, however, in case of nested tuples, the elements of mutable data type like list can be altered. An example, like let's take a tuple 8 equals to 1 comma 2 and then list 3 4 5 and a tuple hello world. Like tuple 2 2 equals to 10. So 2 2 means 0 1 and 2. This second one is a list, and in list the second element is 0 1 to 5th, and it can be and it is replaced with 10. As list, the items in the list can be, as list is mutable, this is possible one. We can see here the output is 1 2 3 4 10 hello world. As this is list, the element 5 is replaced with 10. But if this will be a tuple, like let's take a scenario, like instead of tuple, instead of list, if it's a tuple, then we're gonna get an error. Yeah, we got a type error. Last, this tuple is immutable. Okay, doing this to nested inner tuple raises an error similar to here, but I have take this an example, and he has to this as another example. Now adding two tuples, we can add two tuples to produce a new tuple using the plus operator. Okay, let's take a tuple 7 containing 1 2 3 4 5 hello world, tuple 8 containing 1 2 3 4 5 hello world. Now I want to add these two tuples and I want to make an another tuple, added tuple. We can see the added tuple is 1 2 3 4 5 hello world, 1 2 3 4 3 4 10 hello world. Now repeated tuple. We use star operator to produce a new tuple that repeats the elements of an existing tuple a specified number of times, similar to the lists and the strings. If you want to print an tuple like some for 100 times or 2000 times, instead of every time writing the print statement, we're gonna use star. It's means simple multiplication, like this tuple is repeated thrice. We can see here the tuple, like repeated tuple is tuple 1 into 3. Tuple 1 is 1 2 3 4 5. We can see that 1 2 3 4 5 once, 1 2 3 4 5 twice, 1 2 3 4 5 thrice. Deletion of tuple elements. As discussed above, the elements of a tuple cannot be altered. So deleting individual elements or a slice of tuple is not possible. However, we can delete the entire tuple using the del keyword. It means that we can delete an entire tuple using the delete keyword. Like if we want to delete the tuple, we have seen the tuple is deleted. If we run this, we're gonna get an error as the tuple is deleted and there's nothing named repeated tuple. Now built-in tuple methods. Methods that can add items or remove items are not available with tuple. Only the following two methods are available. In tuples, the count method and the index method are available. Their functionality is same as that of list methods. Okay, let's go with count method first. Returns the count of number of items passed as an argument. Let's take a tuple 1 2 3 1 5 1 6 7 1. In this tuple, I want to know how many times 1 is present. So 1 is present 1 2 3 4 times. If I use the count, I can get the answer is 4. Like let's take a tuple, very big tuple. We can't just now, as we counted how many times 1 is present. If we take a very big tuple, we can't check that one, right? So we're gonna use count method for our easy usage. Now count tuple dot count 2, we're gonna check how many times the item 2 is repeated in the tuple. Let me run this. Then how many times is 2 repeated? Once, only once, right? The answer is 1. Next, index method. Index method returns the index of first matched item as similar to that of in list. Count tuple equals to 1 2 3 1 5 1 6 7 1. Count tuple of index 1. Index 1, what item is present at index 1? 2. Like 0 means index 1 0, 1 has an index of 0, 2 has an index of 1. So 1 2 is going to be written. First matched item. Oh, sorry. We're gonna check the first matched item, right? So where is 1? 1 is first, it will check for 1. 1 is present at index 0. 0 1 2 3. It's present at third index also, and at fifth index also, and at eighth index also. But first one is found at 0th index, so 0 is written. Now count tuple index 5. Where is 5 found? 5 is found at 0 1 2 3 4. Fourth index, so 4 is gonna be the output. Membership test. We can use in and not in operators to know if a specified element is present in a tuple or not. Similar to that of list. Let's take in my tuple named my tuple containing apple. Is A present in the tuple? Yeah, of course. So the answer is true. Is B present in apple? No. So answer is false. And is G present in tuple? No. But here it is given not in. As we all know, G is not present in apple. So it's going to be a true. Advantages of tuple over a list. Below are listed some advantages of tuple over list. We generally use tuples for heterogeneous data types and lists of homogeneous data types. Since tuples are immutable, iterating through a tuple is faster than with a list. So there is a slight performance boost. As they are immutable, so we're going to have a small performance boost. Tuples that contain immutable elements can be used as a key for dictionary. With lists, that is not possible, because we can lists are mutable and we can change that one. So it can't, as keys should be fixed, we can use them as key for dictionary. If you have the data that doesn't change, implementing it as a tuple will guarantee that it remains right protected. If it's represented in tuple, as we can't modify it, that one, so we'll have more securities. 1 minute. Sets. Sets are used to store multiple items in a single variable. A set is a collection which is unordered, unchangeable and unindexed. Note, set items are unchangeable, but you can remove items and add new items. Sets are written with curly brackets. Note, at least means square brackets, tuple means parenthesis, set means curly braces. Now let's go with ordering. In Python, set is an unordered collection of data type that is iterable, mutable and has no duplicate elements. The order of elements in a set is undefined, though it may consist various elements. Mutability. A set is an unordered collection of items. Every set elements is Q, no duplicates and must be immutable, cannot be changed. However, a set itself is mutable. We can add or remove items from it. Let's know the point. I will repeat once again. A set is an unordered collection of items. It means that ordering is not present in sets. Every set element is unique. It means that there will be no duplicate. Must be immutable means it cannot be changed. However, a set itself is mutable. Like that, the elements present in items present in sets are immutable, but a set is mutable. We can add or remove items from it. Set cannot have mutable items. Here 3, 4 is mutable list. This will cause an error. Means as we can see that a list can contain a list inside it, but and we also seen that a tuple can consist a list inside it in the above example, but a set cannot consist a list inside it. We'll get an error. See, we got a type error as this list is mutable. Creating a set. The set function creates a set in Python. The syntax of set is set iterable. Let me go. List numbers equals to 1 to 3, 4 to 5. Okay, I have created a list like 1 to 3 consisting items 1 to 3, 4 to 5. Now I'm gonna create a set using the set method. We can see number set equals to set list numbers and a set is created. The set is 1 2 3 4 5. Creating of set using flower brackets. Different types of sets in Python. Sets of integers, like different types of sets in Python, and it's in, let's take a minute. Like at first I'm going with set of integers. Like this set contains only set of integers like 1 2 3, and if I run this, a set is created like 1 2 3. Now set of mixed data types, like here I have taken a float and a string and a tuple. As tuple is also immutable, it can be present. So I got the output as 1 hello 1 2 and a tuple, but this can't be a list. Empty curly braces will make an empty dictionary in Python. To make set without any elements, we use the set function without any arguments. It means that empty flower, if we keep only empty flower brackets or empty curly braces, it makes an empty dictionary in Python. So to create an empty set, we're gonna use only set method. Okay, let me take a equals to, like I have given empty curly braces and I'm gonna print type of a, and I'm gonna take a as an empty set using this set method. I'm gonna print the type of 1. We can see here that this one where I have used empty flower curly braces, it becomes a dictionary, and if I use a set method, it's become a set. So to create an empty set in Python, we should use only set method. We can't keep just simply empty curly braces. Set slicing. Mathematically, a set is a collection of items not in particular order. The elements in a set are immutable, but the set as a whole is mutable. There is no index attached to any element in a Python set, so they do not support any index or slicing operation. As the elements in set are immutable, but the whole set is mutable, there is no index attached to any element in Python set. As they don't have any index, so we cannot make any indexing or slicing, as any index is not assigned to that one. Like modifying a set in Python, sets are mutable. However, since they are unordered, indexing has no meaning. We cannot access or change an element of a set using indexing or slicing. Set data type does not support it. We can add a single element using add method and multiple elements using the update method. The update method can take tuples, lists, strings or other sets as its arguments. In all cases, duplicates are avoided. Okay, let me take and initialize my set first, and I'm gonna add 2 to my set. Yeah, it initialized. Now my set is 1 3, and after I added 2, it's gonna be 1 2 3. Now if I want to add multiple elements, like I have taken a list 2 3 4. Now I want to update that one. Now let me see this one. What's the output? The output is 1 2 3 4. We can see already it contains 1 2 3, but we want to add here 2 3 4. As 2 and 3 are present, as no duplication is allowed, 4 is added, so the output is 1 2 3 4. Add list and set. Like I have added a list and then set to this one, and I'm going to print like 1 2 3 4. And if I want to add 4 and 5, as 4 is already present, only 5 is going to be added. Now again I want to add 1 6 8. As 1 is also present, 6 and 8 is going to be added. The output is 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 and 8. Removing elements from a set. A particular item that can be removed from a set using the methods discard method or remove method. Like using these two methods, we can remove elements from a set. The only difference between the two is that discard function leaves a set unchanged if the element is not present in the set. On the other hand, the remove function will raise an error in such a condition. The following example will illustrate this. Like if you let's take an set containing apple. If you want to remove G using the discard method, if as G is not present, it will be only apple. But if I use remove function, and if I'll give remove G, as G is not present in apple, we will get an error. This is the main difference. Let's see that in a code. Difference between discard and remove. Let's take a set. My set equals to 1 3 4 5 6. I'm going to print this one, and I'm going to discard 4 from this set. So here the output is going to be 1 3 4 5 6, and as I have discarded 4 from this, the output is going to be 1 3 and 1 3 5 6. I set 1 3 5 6. Yeah. Now if I want to remove that one, remove 6, the output is 1 3 5. Using here I have used discard method, here I have used remove method. 6 is also removed, and this is 1 3 5. Now using discard, I want to remove 2, but 2 is not present in this list, this set, right? So simply 1 3 5 is printed, like nothing will happen. But now I want to remove 2. As 2 is not present here, we'll get an error. See, we got a key error. Similarly, we can remove and return an item using the pop method. Since set is unordered data type, there is no way of determining which element will be popped. It is completely arbitrary. We can also remove all the items from a set using clear method. First, we're going to use pop method. Pop method, as a set doesn't have any indexing, some random element will be popped. Like we can't say like this element will be popped. And if you want to clear the set, we can use clear method also. Like let's take this my set, and I popped. What is popped? 1 is popped. Like some random element, as I didn't give any index, some random one is popped. Now if I want to clear the set is cleared. We got an empty set. And Python set operations. Set union. Okay. Union of A and B is a set of all elements from both sets. Union is performed using like an straight line operator. Same can be accomplished using the union method. Like let's take A and B. As we know from sets, basic sets, what we have learnt in max, A union B means the all the elements which are present in A and the elements present in B also. The elements should be present in A and B, and it may be present in intersection one also. Like the element may be present only in A and only in B, or it may be the common one also. Like 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 6 7 8. So if we're gonna do set union here, we're gonna get 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Here we can also use the union method also. It results to same output 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Next, let's go with set intersection. Intersection of A and B is a set of elements that are common in both the sets. Intersection is performed using AND operator. Same can be accomplished using the intersection method. Here means intersection we can use AND operator or we can use intersection method. Intersection, from this diagram we can know what a set intersection means. The set intersection means A intersection B means the elements which are present in A and in B. Now let's go with an example. 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 6 7 8. The elements which are common in A and B are 4 comma 5. Here I am using AND operator. The output is 4 comma 5. Here I am going to use intersection method. The output should be 4 comma 5. Same one. Just the differences, here we use an operator and here we are using a method. Like set difference. The difference of set B from set A. A minus B is a set of elements that are only in A but not in B. Similarly, B minus A is a set of elements in B but not in A. Difference is performed using minus operator. Same can be accomplished using difference method. Like let me see, A minus B means the elements which are present in A and not present in B. So this shaded region represents A minus B. Here I am using a minus operator. It means the elements which are present in A not in B. As 4 comma 5 is present in B, the output should be 1 2 3. Let me run this. The output is 1 2 3. Now difference, similar to that, here we are going to use an operator and here we are going to use a method. The output is 1 2 3. Set symmetric difference. Symmetric difference of A and B is a set of elements in A and B but not in both. Means from the figure we can see that the elements which are in A and B but not the elements which are common for A and B. The sets A and B. Here we can use the symmetric difference method also or the operator also. Here, so the output should be the elements which are present in A and in B but not in common. The common elements are 4 comma 5. So the output is gonna be 1 2 3 6 7 8. Let me see, the output is 1 2 3 6 7 8. Here I am going to use difference method and the output should be 1 2 3 6 7 8. And few set methods. There are many set methods, some of which we have already used above. Here is a list of all methods that are available with set objects. Like add, clear, copy, difference, difference update, discard, intersection, intersection update, is disjoint, is subset, is superset, pop, remove, symmetric difference, symmetric difference update, union, update. Like a union returns a set containing union of sets. Update the set with another set or any other iterable. Just you read through these things and you will understand well. I will share the notebook soon after this session. Built-in functions with set. Built-in functions like all, any, length, max, min, sum, etc. are commonly used with sets. Like function all returns true if all elements of the sets are true or if the set is empty. Any function returns true if any element of the set is true. If the set is empty, returns false. Enumerate returns an enumerate object. It contains the index and value of all items of the set as pair. Len returns the length or the number of items in the set. Max function returns the largest element in the set. min function, it returns the smallest item in the set. Sorted function, it returns a new sorted list from elements in the set. Sum function returns the sum of all elements in the set. Now let's go with dictionary. One minute. Dictionary. Python dictionary is an unordered collection of items. Each item of a dictionary has a key value pair. Dictionaries are optimized to retrieve values when the key is known. An item has a key and a corresponding value that is expressed as a pair. Like means a key value as it is expressed as a key value pair. While the values can be of any data type and can repeat, key must be of immutable type like strings, number or tuple with immutable elements and must be unique. Now like creating a dictionary, sorry I have missed this one. Like we can create a dictionary using like flower brackets only. Like okay, let's make a code here. Yeah, like it's here present here, right? Okay, no, I'll make a code here. Simpler dict5. Like it should be a key value pair. Like okay, next I have created one single key value pair. Now I'm gonna print this dictionary. Let me run this one. See, we have got a dictionary. It's the key, fname is the key and the value is JNTUH. It represents a key value pair and we can create a dictionary using the flower brackets. We can see that in sets we are separated by comma, but in dictionaries we're gonna keep as key value pairs so that it's gonna make the difference in using the flower brackets. Accessing elements in a dictionary. While indexing is used with other data types to access values, a dictionary uses keys. Keys can be used either inside square brackets or with get method. If you use the square brackets, key error is raised in case key is not found in the dictionary. On the other hand, using get method returns none if the key is not found. Like if you use square brackets and we want to find a key and if the key is not present in the dictionary, then we're gonna get an error. But if you use get method and the key, if you want to search for a key and the key is not present and it returns a none. Let's take my friend's name Nikhil and his age is mine only like 20. Now let me run this. Like I have created a dictionary containing key fname and it's associated with value Nikhil and key age associated with age integer that is 20. Now I'm gonna search for fname, key fname. See the value associated with key fname is Nikhil, so the output is Nikhil, and the value associated with key age is 20, so the output is 20. Now you have used a square bracket here, but and now I want to know the value which is associated with the key lname, but lname is not present. We have read here that if we use square brackets to search a key and the key is not present, then we're going to get a key error. So the output is going to be a key error here. Now here I'm going to get function and I'm going to search for same lname. As lname is not present in the dict5 which has been declared above, we're going to get none as the output. Now let's go with changing and adding dictionary elements. Dictionaries are mutable. We can add new items or change the value of existing items using an assignment operator. If the key is already present, then the existing value gets updated. If the key is not present, a new key value pair is added to the dictionary, like dict age 5. Like as already age is present in the dictionary 5 which was 20, but here now 20 it gets updated to 21, so we're gonna get the dictionary as fname Nikhil and age is updated to 21. Now we want to add lname. As lname is not present, the key lname is not present here, a new key value pair is created. The output is going to be nandam. Okay, now let me run dict5 also, so we'll get a clear. Let me run this. See, we can see here that a key f name and its associated value Nikhil, a key age and its associated value is 21, and here a new key is also updated to the dictionary, that is lname, and the associated value is a string nandam. Now I want to extract the value associated with that key lname, so the output is nandam. I have extracted that one. Now removing elements from a dictionary, we can use pop method. We can remove a particular item in dictionary by using pop method. The method removes an item with provided key and returns the value. It means that if we should provide the key while pop, if we want to pop an element, we need to provide its key, and it returns the value associated to that key. Like let's take a dictionary 4. Dictionary 4 contains key 1 and it's associated to 1, and 2 and associated to 2 string 2, and 3 and it's associated to string 3, and 4, so on. Now I want to pop 4, the key 4, and key 4, the key 4 is here and it's associated with the string FOU of 4. So the output is going to be, dictionary 4 is not defined. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me that. The output is, it returns the value associated to that key, and the value associated to this key is 4. So the output is 4. Now I'm going to print this dictionary. We can see that the 4 is popped out. There's no 4 here. It's only 1, 2, 3 and 5. Pop item. The pop item method can be used to remove and return an arbitrary key value item for the dictionary. Let me take a dictionary 1, 2, 3, 5. It's similar to above one. Now I want to pop item. It means it used to remove an arbitrary key value, like it can be anything, we don't know what, it's an arbitrary one. What has been removed? 5, the key 5 and the value 5 has been removed, popped. So the final one is 1, 2, 3 in the dictionary. Next we're going to use clear method. The clear method is used to remove all the items in the dictionary at once. We can see that an empty dictionary is here. We can use delete. Next we're going to go with delete keyword. We can use delete keyword to remove individual items or the entire dictionary itself. Okay, now I want to delete the individual item. Like in dict5 it contains lname. I want to delete the value associated with key lname and that key value pair also. Okay, done. Now I'm gonna print the dictionary again. We can see that the key value pair lname nandam has been deleted. Now if I want to delete the whole dictionary, the dictionary is deleted. Now if I want to print the dictionary, we're gonna get an error as we don't have any empty dictionary here. Whole dictionaries has been deleted. It means that the compiler doesn't know what does dict5 means now. Now let's go with few dictionary methods. Dictionary methods means first it has items method. Returns a new object of the dictionary's keys in key value format. Okay, means it returns a new object of the dictionary's keys in key value format. Let me run this code once. We can see here that it returns the values in a dictionary in a key value format. Yeah, you can see here. Now I'm gonna run this one. Now I'm going to make a list of these all. In here also we can see that these are written in key value format. For that one we're going to use items. Next, keys method returns a new object of the dictionary's keys. Okay, let me take a dict6.keys. We can see that a new object, only objects have been written of keys. Now I'm gonna make a list of these dictionary dot keys. We can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 means only the keys has been written in the from the dictionary. Some other commonly used dictionary methods have been listed in the table below. One is clear method, removes all the items from the dictionary. Copy method, returns a shallow copy of the dictionary. From keys, we're going to mention sequence and v, returns a new dictionary with keys from sequence and a value to v, defaults to none. The default value of v is none. Get key comma d, returns the value of key. If the key does not exist, returns d. Items, returns a new object of the dictionary's items in key value format. Keys, returns a new object of the dictionary's keys. Pop key comma d, removes the key with key and returns its values, or d if key is found. If d is not provided and the key is not found, it raises key error. Now let's go with pop item. Pop item removes and returns an arbitrary item, key value, raises key error if dictionary is empty. Now set default key comma d, returns the corresponding value if the key is in dictionary. If not, inserts the key with a value of d and returns d. Update other, updates the dictionary with key value pairs from other, overwriting existing keys is also done here. Values method, returns a new object of the dictionary's values. Now let's go with dictionary comprehension. Dictionary comprehension is an elegant and concise way to create a new dictionary from an iterable in a Python. Dictionary comprehension consists of expression key value followed by a for statement inside curly braces. Like it means that squares equals to x into x means x square for x in range of 1 to 11, and we're going to print squares. We're going to get that here for we're going to get 1, and the output is 1 into 1 is 1 in range of 1 to 11. So till 1 to 10. So 2 and 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16. So that for squares of, to print the squares of numbers, we can go with dictionary comprehension. Like it's an efficient way. And we can also include an if statement with that also. Like we can print only even squares from this by using just a if function. If we keep and add an if statement, we're gonna get only even squares, that is 2 4 6 8 10. Now let's go with membership test. We can test if a key is in dictionary or not using the keyword in. Notice that membership test is only for the case and not for the values. No, only for the keys. Like membership test is only done for the keys but not for the values. Like you can't check this value is present in the dictionary or not. We can check only whether this key is present in the dictionary or not. Like whether the key 2 is present in US squares. Yes, it's present. The answer is true. Is 7, the key 7 is present in even squares? No, as this square of 7 is 49 and it's not present here. It's an odd one. The output is false. 64 in even squares. 64 means it's a value. We can't, as discussed earlier, we can't say whether a value is present here or not. So we got it false. And that's end of the session for Thank you.